Hello, this is Stephanie Pepper with e-manageONE, and today I will be sharing a quick tip and trick for designers or anyone who might use their specification software to add parts to create a bill of materials to import into eManage. I'm going to demonstrate how to pre-sort your line items in your specification software so that when you or your coworker imports the file into eManage, it will already be sorted and ready to go. I always say the more you can prep in your specification software, the less you have to worry about modifying in eManage. So the pricing, discounting, and for today's demonstration, sorting. This will ultimately save a ton of time in the long run and leave less room for error. So let's get started. Today, I'm going to be showing you in Project Spec version 5, but this tip applies to all specification programs. And of course, when you're in your drawing view, there are definitely faster ways to bulk tag, but for today, I'll be showing you the more manual way to add a sort to your tag. So what I'm going to do is simply find whichever tag I'm going to be using as my phase name in eManage. So for this particular example, I'm going to be using tag 1, but you can use all the tags that you need to use, and all of the tags will import into eManage. But I want to specifically use tag 1 as my phase name in eManage, so my grouping, my areas, my sections. So for the sorting, the trick is to use two numbers. So for this example, I've already sorted and tagged these 3 lines, but for this line here, I'm going to be using 02, close parentheses, space. That is the trick right there. 02 or 01, 03, you can use 10, 15, 20, but best practice is to use 2 digits, close parentheses, and space, and then do your tag, your actual tag name. So for this one, I'm just going to name this reception. So you can see I have 4 different line items on this CIF file, and the last line item, I actually want it to be first. I want it to show up first on my quote. So I'm putting both of these line items in 01, close parentheses, space, conference room 101. Then I want the first line to show up second and the second line to show up third in my sections or my groupings on my quote. So once you do that, you can export your file out just as normal. So I'm going to export it as a custom CIF. Custom CIF is usually the best way to get all of your tags to import into eManage and along with all the correct pricing. So I'm going to save this. Okay. Okay. And I've exported 4 line items. I'm going to switch over views to eManage, and we are going to import this file into eManage. All right, here we are in eManage where we can import the file. So I'm going to simply click Import CIF/XML in my Bill of Materials module. Okay, Bill of Materials quotes. Hit Import. Something to take note of when you are importing files, there are some settings involved on each different unique CIF file type or XML type. So you want to be very careful to choose what type of CIF file or XML you're using. If you're using CEP, make sure you have an option for that import type. If you're using Project Spec XML, so on and so forth. Today I'm just importing a standard CIF, so I'm going to be choosing my CIF import CIF file. But please take note that you can hit one-time settings to change the import settings on a per import basis, or if you click edit, you'll see all of your different import settings options. So here you can see on my phase tag, I have it set to read T1, so tag 1 as the phase name. So you can adjust this. If you added your tag into tag 2, then you might need to switch this to tag 2. Okay. So then you would, of course, choose your specifier down here, hit Save Options. I've already got it preset, so I don't need to make any adjustments here, and I'm just simply going to browse for it. Remember, you should have those files imported already into eManage, uploaded into your project documents, and if you do, you can just hit that down arrow there, that drop down, and select your file there. For this example today, I'm just going to be browsing for it. So I'm choosing my custom exported CIF here, and I'm just going to simply click Import CIF/XML. What you'll see here is when it imports in, we're going to see that it's already grouped and sorted. So that 01, close parentheses, space it automatically adds it into the sort column. It removes the closed parentheses, as you can see, so that is the trick. You want to not use closed parentheses or any of the parentheses in your tag names, or it will try to use that as the sort. So you should only be using that closed parentheses when you are trying to add a pre-sort. So it read it as the sort there and put it everything grouped already. So I've got everything. If I highlight just my conference room phase, everything that makes up that conference room is already grouped in that section. I highlight reception, there's my reception furniture, quiet pods, there's my quiet pods furniture. And you can see I've scrolled over here and you can see it pulls in all of the tags. So I'm going to highlight the entire option up top, which will show me everything that's in this entire option. But you can see it's already got everything on the different tags. So it pulled in tag 2 as well. If there's any internal kind of sorting that you need to do, or internal spec checks, things like that, if you need to use these other tags for that, or if your manufacturer uses multiple tags for different reasons, such as Hayworth color coding and things like that, you can use these different tags. It'll import in with the file, and if you have web services, it'll export out with the file as well. That is my tip and trick for today. I hope you guys found that helpful. If you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out to us at support@e-manageone.com. Have a great day.